Hello and welcome back to another episode of EVTV. I'm Nate Malloy.
And I'm Bernie McManus. This year, all around the school, things have been going missing from students and teachers.
For a deeper look into the theft issue here, we go to Ty and Otto.
Theft has been a problem for years at Eagle Valley, but this year it feels more frequent.
A week ago, I got $50 stolen from the locker room.
And it wasn't really just about the money, it was just kind of like a disappointment on why someone would do that.
I noticed that a lot of us were getting things stolen in our classroom, and I reached out to all the staff to see who's getting what stolen, and I've noticed that especially among the electives there's just a lot of things missing. And it might be because we have more things to steal, I don't know.
Students and teachers have experienced theft. Teachers have had a variety of equipment taken, and there is no number on how many thefts have taken place.
Usually we'll try and do as much of a search as we can. Like I said, probably I'd say over 90% of our thefts occur in the locker rooms or the area outside the locker rooms where students leave their bags unsecured. So if something isn't in a locker or isn't in like a locked room, that is more than 90% of the theft we hear.
When something is stolen, theft can impact you emotionally if it is something of value.
One of the most sentimental things is kind of weird is I had a Teacher of the Year award that I put in my classroom and somebody stole it. I'm like, I'm never going to get that again. It's my Teacher of the Year award and it's gone. So that was kind of the most sentimental to me.
There is a protocol in place to report stolen items.
They can report theft by coming to the main office. We do have a lost or stolen item recording form that we use. Depending on what information we have, Officer Deegan can know as well.
The school is trying to increase security, but the students need to be proactive to prevent theft.
Well, a big part of it has been the security upgrades we got that have cameras in various parts of the building. What they don't protect against, though, are places like locker rooms and where cameras aren't allowed. Sad to say, but just don't assume that because you put something in your backpack and you set it aside that nobody's going to look through it. So we have plenty of lockers in the school. Again, in the PE locker room area, make sure it's in a secure place. A number of thefts occur when somebody just leaves it in their jeans sitting out, and somebody comes by and they take it. So use your lockers, make sure the teacher locks the room and know where your stuff is.
Theft is a big problem at our school, but the more devastating loss is the loss of trust among students in our community.
And it's not just the fiscal thing of it, it's the fact that all of the students here I love. They're the best students. I'm back at this high school because they're just the greatest students. And when they steal the possessions or borrow them without saying or whatever, you lose trust in them and you don't know who to lose trust in, so that just kind of weakens it for everyone.
This has been Otto Berga.
There are many great teachers here at Eagle Valley, one of them being Mr. Zehring. For more, we go to Langston and Tong.
For the past 29 years, Eagle Valley has had an incredible person dedicated to teaching many different students math.
My name's Cliff Zehring, and I've been teaching math here for quite a few years. This is my 29th year of teaching.
He's hard to like at first, but once you have his class for a while, he grows on you.
Mr. Zehring is a true professional. I've been in a couple different groups over the years, different teacher, professional, learning community groups, and he just really is a professional about teaching.
When Mr. Zehring was growing up, he was excellent at math and loved sports.
My childhood, I grew up in a middle-class town in Nebraska, about 20,000, and had a great school system, great neighborhood to grow up with, and really enjoyed playing the sports as I grew up through the years. I played football, basketball, and baseball. My favorite hobbies is going to sporting events. I kind of grew up doing that, and when I was in college I went to all the football and basketball games at Nebraska, and then kind of passed that on to my kids, and we tried to get trips together and go see certain sporting events.
Mr. Zehring's passion for sports and coaching inspired him to become a teacher.
I wanted to coach. Football was my love, and I knew that I had to be a teacher to be a coach, so I was pretty good in math, and so I just decided to take that step, and I got into teaching and coaching. Here I've coached football and basketball. I've also coached track in the past. It's inspired me to really understand what community is.
Mr. Zehring has made a positive impact on both students as well as his colleagues.
I'm understanding math a lot more now. His way of thinking is kind of my way of thinking, I guess.
He has a subject which requires absolute concentration and hard work, and I know that he expects that out of his students, and he teaches that to his students, and his students go on to really good careers because of what they learned with him.
Mr. Zehring has been through a variety of different changes as well as additions here at Eagle Valley.
When I first started here in 1990, we had 250 kids in our whole school. We have 250 kids in only a freshman class, so you can see how much it has grown. The other thing has been how many additions we've had on this school since I've been here. We had just completed our 5th edition since I started teaching here. And so it's definitely, this building and everything has definitely changed. Is my family and how each of them have graduated from Eagle Valley High School, and each of them have graduated from college, and they are successful now out in the real world and building their own families. Always give your best effort no matter what the situation is, because results will happen if you work hard.
Just like Mr. Zehring tells students to do their best, he does his best to be an excellent coach, teacher, and role model here at Eagle Valley. This has been Langston James.
That's all we have for you this week.
Catch us next week on another episode of EVTV.